Hello, and welcome back to another video. I'm ZipperSpark, and you're watching my barely modded factory tech series. Today, I wanted to, state the obvious. There's a lot of villagers behind me, and I did put the block over it to block the sky access to the doors, but it's going to take at least a full minute, I think, and it hasn't been a full minute. It almost is, so you might see you should see the parts stop. So, oh, there's some. Guess it hasn't been long enough. Well, anyways, if I still get some, I don't know, I'll have to go down and break the doors, I guess. But, yeah. Yeah, don't mind that. Yep, I was just getting some rails for a thing. I'll show you in a minute. But what I was just working on is redoing some of this here. Now, if you recall, we actually had these pulse pistons with the items in them and filtering and having them be redstone controlled. Well, I realized it's so much easier just to put like a regular vanilla sorting system on, and so that's what I have. You can kind of see here, there's got the torch under there that powers the block that locks the hopper and so on. So yeah, if you've been around vanilla sorting at all, this is quite familiar. But I don't need this one. Yeah. Okay. But then this is I had to readjust this slightly. I can't remember exactly how it was before, but I still have these ones to hook up to the signal. So any of these middle ones here, if you get a signal down this redstone line, it is going to start the clock going again, which will tell this dropper, I guess the dropper's empty. But you put iron in the dropper, and it will make the gears. So any of these middle ones, they're all for the gears. So, and then this one here on the end is the cutting blades. And then this one on this end is the saw blades. So I still need some saw blades. That's why this torch is on. And I figured that was one of the easiest ways to tell when I needed more, is to have just a torch here on the end of the sorting system. So if this hopper's full, then this is going to have a redstone signal here and unpower the torch. So that's what I'm using for that. All right, so the rails, let me show you that. And honestly, this is probably full. Yep. Yeah. Whoa. Still has a bunch. See, and that's it. That's one problem I have with these insertion hatches, is they actually block it's like they block whatever is going in from despawning. So you actually had, I was AFK over at the witch farm, and when I jumped down, when I came back to it, it was like a slideshow. I was bouncing between 0 and 1 FPS, so it was quite the ordeal. And Yeah, let me get these back. I'm just going to put the iron in here. But the slime farm down here. So if you recall the last episode, we found a slime chunk, and I was going to do some work on it and get it ready and going. And while I was working on it, I found another slime chunk right here. But so this is what I have so far. I did dig it out, not all the way, but let me show you on this side. You can kind of see better. So I dug this 3 wide trench all the way around. So it's up to 45 or something up there. It's higher than the slimes will spawn, because that gives me some room to work with up there. But so far I really only have the one spawning pad, and then the golem on each side to help lure the slimes off, and then the magma blocks that will kill them. And then down here I just have a minecart underneath that let's see if I can drop down. I don't know if the minecart's still running. Yep, there it comes. Yeah, so the minecart runs underneath, just a hopper minecart, and that will pick up any items there that can be picked up. So I don't really have an on-off switch. I suppose I could replace this or move this down and then just have a lever here to turn it on and off, but that would make it probably, yeah, turn off in the wrong spot. Honestly, the best would probably be right here. I don't have a switch, but I think there would be a lever in here somewhere. Well, I could make one real quick. Go. And what this will do is it will permanently power the fence gate, and so the minecart will get stuck. And so yeah, it's empty, and generally it would let it go down when it's empty, but yeah, you don't want minecarts running around when you're loading and unloading chunks. So that's that. I still have a lot of digging, and I'll probably get some more iron golems in, but I need more iron, honestly. So I was debating about whether to build an iron farm or just use the river grates or something. I honestly want to, I'm actually leaning towards building an iron farm. So one of the reasons I have a bunch of villagers, it's kind of fun to see the zombies trolling the villagers. But yeah, so I've worked the witch hut, and yeah, let me just run over there real quick. Yeah, I'll meet you over there. Hang on. All right, I'm over here, and yeah, I'm always running into the lily pads. But yeah, I was up there AFK, and I hopped down, and I had over 1,600 items, or the little entities, and I ended up having to break the insertion hatch for the items to despawn. And yeah, so I don't know if it's a thing that the item rollers have, or if it's an insertion hatch or something. It almost seems like if there's an item on the item roller, it won't despawn, which can be a good thing if you're using the item rollers for long distances, but does seem like it can cause problems. So I've got Yeah, this, I had to dump my inventory in here so I could do some of these others. But so I was able to save some, not nearly as much as there were, but save some of them in here. So I just kind of hopped down in this little spot there, and then I had some chests on me and was placing them, and playing the game at 1 FPS is not something that's entertaining and fun and stuff. So yeah, I need to figure out something to fix that, because either have some overflow system where if the chest is full that it starts to delete them, like throw them in a fire or lava or something. But yeah, that works really well. But if you AFK too long with the item collection system I have right now, it doesn't do very well. But the other thing I wanted to say is the iron farm. I wanted to build an iron farm, and I wanted a multiple village iron farm, but I didn't want to have to, I mean, I know where the spawn chunks are. I could just go back to my waypoints and turn the, oh yeah, I have a couple more deaths. But turn the, the spawn back on, and figure out where the spawn chunks are and do a thing in there and all that. But it's almost easier just to make a resettable one. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll put it over here so that when I'm AFKing for the witch drops, I also AFK for iron. I'll have to create some sort of item collection system or something just to keep it so that the I don't have tons of extra stuff just laying about. But yeah, I might have to change out those item rollers if that continues. But I don't know exactly what village, or not village, iron farm I'm going to do. The other thing is it's almost 500 blocks to my home, and transporting the villagers that far for the iron farm might be a pain. So I might have the iron farm over there by my house where it'd be easier with the villagers. Yeah. But yeah, I'll probably, I'll probably just get one of like a generic, like a 16 villager or 16 village auto reset iron farm. I don't know if I'll put all 16 in, or I'll kind of cut it down to only 8 or something. But yeah, so look forward to that coming soon. I'll continue work on the slime farm and such, but yeah, I just kind of want to touch on a problem I had here, and some of the progress I had over there. And yeah, the little village breeder system that I got set up is working a bit too flawlessly, if you ask me. So it's working really well. But anyways, it's a quick episode today. I hope you enjoyed this little showcase style, and do let me know if you want me to switch back to a more walk you through the things as I build them kind of style, or if this kind of going over what I've done is better. But anyways, yeah, leave a comment on that, and so you can let me know. Leave a like if you did like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys later. Bye bye, guys.